Hello, Internet. I'm me, and this is Kamen Rider number 19 and 20. Unfortunately, I don't have much time, so I must do this recording quickly. Alright, and episode 19 of Kamen Rider Wizard is a 9 out of 10. Not much is actually really bad about this episode, just a few little nitpicky things here and there about how Kamen Rider Beast acts, and honestly, and the fact that he acts, it's more of, why don't you just shack up here with Haruto instead of, like, browsing around? Then again, Haruto should say, dude, we can track phantoms. We have a headquarters. It's in an antique store, but it's still a headquarters. But anyway, I do like the fact that the characters actually do get along, if it's kind of a iffy relationship. But hey, I like iffy relationships. It doesn't make things boring, but it's not a stable relationship. But hey, where's the excitement in stable, right? Anywho, other than that, the fact that the episode actually ends with Haruto actually thinking about letting Kamen Rider Beast eat his phantom was actually pretty cool and chilling at the same point, saying that maybe Haruto doesn't want to be a wizard anymore. Maybe he just feels obligated to be a wizard. Maybe I'm just reading way too much into it. Either one is cool. Also, we actually get to see the Kamen Rider Wizard's Earth Dragon form with awesome, well, not kind of awesome. Honestly, the claws look a bit goofy to me, just a bit. And they could have gone for more of a streamline of the claws, or at least it's like in the middle of really too bulky and too skinny. It's that middle ground of goofy looking. It's like you can get used to the look, but it's just like could have gone for either a bit of more of a sharper look or a bigger look, and it would have worked a bit better. But that's neither here nor there. Excuse me. Anywho, and also we get to see that Kamen Rider Wizard gets to have gravity powers with this, because Earth gravity makes sense. And Kamen Rider Beast can now engage gates, or he could always engage gates. So now he can eat phantoms before they even become a problem. Next, episode 20 of Kamen Rider Wizard is actually an 8-ish. I want to say 7.5 out of 10, mostly because it's a hard thing to rate this episode. Because on one hand, you actually have a lot of characters that are relatable, kinda. But then there's parts of the episodes that makes the characters unrelatable, and sometimes the episode is trying to hit hard with drama, but then juxtaposes it with a very forced comedy routine pretty much in there. So honestly, I gotta give this episode an 8 out of 10 or at least a 7 out of 10. Mostly because if you can tolerate the comedy bits and try to push it out of your mind once something dramatic is actually trying to happen, then you can actually get in with this episode, in which the detective is going to look after, is actually following up a lead on the Phoenix Phantom, who went on a mini rampage after hearing that the Wise Man won't put him into battle just yet. So, Medusa Phantom actually tells him, dude, go outsmart the Phantom that can create wormholes so that you can prove yourself worthy and so that you can show people that, hey, you are more than just a guy who punches things. But of course, the detective, after the mini rampage, starts looking into who did the rampage and actually finds out that the Phoenix Phantom used to actually be a florist, and finds his old apartment. Haruto and his assistant find a gate who, at first, is very annoying, and then is annoying, but then is sympathetic, and then is more annoying. Uh, she's one of those girls who go running around to all of her friends, which is half the city. Going around talking, doing things, going out to lunch, going out to dinner, going out to lunch dinner or dinner, and then going to brunch, even though, whatever. They're surrounded by friends and they're always hopping around the place and they can't really stand to be alone or ignored. They can probably stand to be alone but not ignored. And what one of the Phantoms is doing is brilliant, really, is putting a spell on anybody who gives her attention and or is there for her and for her attention and is making her feel isolated and alone. To make her despair like that. And it is a horrible way to do. That's horrible, yet ingenious at the same time. Because a phantom, this phantom is actually quite smart. He never gets into battle with Kamen Rider Wizard before he has to. He is causing this gate despair without even getting close, really, and lets her run around and do her thing, which is, again, brilliant. And Haruto is still figuring out that it's a spell, and he's trying to figure out a way to dispel the spell. And again, this is, you hear this, and it's like, okay, you have like this emotional drama with the Phoenix Phantom and this mystery of how to get things done with this gate and the emotional toll that it takes on her when she's completely ignored by her friends and husband. And then it's juxtaposed by the gate screaming her head off and being goofy as crap and random funny bits that are just kind of shoehorned in there that kill the mood. And there's the problem with this episode. This episode could be fine, but it felt like it feels the need to just put in more comedy where there doesn't need to be. And I'm kind of more of, you can have comedy, but not so forced. Let us have these deep emotional moments and then have the comedy. And near the end of the episode, it does stop doing the comedy drama. Like, it goes more for the drama and like eases off the comedy almost completely near the end of the episode. But it's the lead up to that that's really getting my grind of my gears. So honestly, I gotta give it a 7.5 out of 10 for Kamen Rider Wizard episode 20. I'll leave a link for Kamen Rider episode 20 in the description box for you to judge for yourself. So, until next time, y'all, peace.